True story about a man who decided to explore the world's deepest cave but faced a tragedy due to a small mistake. The map indicated that the PSG team had left several camps inside the cave, so carrying only essential equipment, he entered the Veryovkina cave alone. Sergei quickly descended to the first supply point, where he enjoyed the food left by previous explorers. However, he soon realized a fatal problem. He had forgotten the climbing stirrups. His only options were to wait for rescue or try to climb out on his own. But no one knew he was there, and the cave was rarely visited. In the following days, Sergei tried various ways to climb, but due to the cave's depth, it was almost impossible to do so using only his hands and ropes. As the supplies ran out, he became increasingly weak. After 6 days of despair, Sergei decided to descend further, hoping to find climbing equipment and food at the next supply point. Perhaps then he could make his way back to the cave's entrance, located 1,000 meters above. Unfortunately, when he reached the new camp, he found no equipment or food. Surrounded by darkness, humidity, extreme cold, hunger, and exhaustion, his only option for survival was to keep going down. He knew there was another supply point about 300 meters below. Although completely drained, his will to survive was unshakable. As he descended, the cave's humidity levels reached extremes. At 100%, in some sections, waterfalls poured directly onto him. His cotton climbing clothes were clearly inadequate for such conditions. What happened in the next 20 meters remains a mystery. After Sergei failed to return on time, his wife grew worried and wanted to call the authorities, but she didn't know where he was. 9 months later, in August 2020, a TST team returned to the cave to map the area. They noticed a new rope at the entrance. When they descended to the first camp, they found a set of trekking poles and an ice axe, clear signs that someone had been there. Moving further down to the next camp, they found more evidence, and finally, about 10 meters deeper, they discovered Sergei's body. He had been there for a long time. The team was shocked. They retrieved Sergei's phone and confirmed his identity through the photos and messages. However, there was a major challenge. It was impossible to remove his body in one piece due to the difficulties of the rescue. After securing funding and his wife's permission, the team cut the body into smaller pieces and transported it out of the cave in stages. To prevent similar tragedies from happening again, the PSD team decided to prohibit anyone from entering the cave. This is a true story